Curriculum. But Giovanni, he's saying that you have not this systematically. I'm not a systematically person. Okay, I'm not that on on my daily life. So I'm get into habits and get into routines in my all life. Okay, about sport, about clean my house, about cooking, about everything, not just on guitar.
Yeah,
But
yeah, discipline.
it's true that when I get into guitar, I create that with the time. Okay, so I need to make it easier. So, for example, also for you, I know it's difficult because you have so many different things to work on. Because you play so many things. You play like so many styles. I mean, you play alegrías. And I think all of us want to. It's difficult to work on all our repertoire at the same time. It's difficult because we need so
Yes,
many.
exactly. Yeah, that's what happens. If I work too much on flamenco, I'm forgetting my classical piece. You know, they don't stay with me. Like, if I don't play for a few weeks, there is place which I need to restart it again. But anyway, coming back to the, I follow your advice. Try to learn just a few falsetta for each style, because I tend to try to learn too many falsetta, and so to try to memorize just two or three of them and stick with them, for a little while.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's a nice point. That's a nice point. Because of if you make like you can make like a list of styles. Um, I love to give names to my falsettas to know them, not to give a name to the thumb falsetta, the thumb on open, the F thumb falsetta.
Mm.
I like to give names, okay, just for me to organize myself, and more when I'm teaching, no. So to be a nice work. I think that we are doing that right now with you. So you are right now. Also, Michael is following this path. It's like two free falsettas per palo, and that's great because those are going to be the two free falsettas that you will know forever. For example, we are on the Alegrías bootcamp, no? So all of
Yeah.
you are spending time thinking on Alegrías, E major, Alegrías, E major, Alegrías, E major, Alegrías for 2 months. What happened? You are getting and learning a lot of things that you only learn if you spend 2 months listening. If on a normal way, for example, I teach you the falsettos on the first lesson, we review them on 2 different lessons, and after 4 lessons, we start with different things. On this way of working for the bootcamp that we are having, you are working on the same style for 2 months. You are in around a style for 2 months, and you
Yeah,
have time
exactly.
to
Yeah.
learn and to get all the ideas, you know. So I think for you, man, I want, if I was yourself, I don't practice techniques with exercises, and I will be focusing 100% on repertoire because you have a really nice level of techniques, everything. It's like, okay, two free falsets per palo, great, but I'm going to learn them perfect. Fingering, techniques, sound, compass. I'm going to learn them on a way that if I learn them today for the next 2 months, I will never forget how to play those free falsettos. And
Exactly.
select two or three. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I do. When I last week when I was on the tablao, I play alegrías every day, and I know that on alegrías I have three falsetas. This one. I also include the Paco Peña one. This one, but it's so beautiful, and for the tablao doesn't work because I have no mic, and it's for more like a nice quality of sound equipment, no. So I thumb ones more most of the time for no mic, and this one on arpeggio. But also it's so beautiful, and for the sound doesn't work. So I have for my not sure about to play the picado because it's so difficult, alzapúa. That's it. Easy. And I know that those falsettas I can play them on any situation with any guitar. mm, I can play them whenever. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's what I'm trying to do. And then,
that's
the thing too is like we've been studying the Allegria, and so you kind of like you're starting to forget the
yeah.
fandango. So I'm starting to go back to the tango again, fandango, soleil, and then finish with the. But I got so much time available, and I don't get too many things done.
So you know what? I think that, and that's something really personal. Okay, each person works different on this. I think that if you spend 2 months, with the time you will realize that. Okay, if it worked for you or not. If you spend 2 months working on just free falsettos, when you practice on flamenco, no?
Yeah,
So if you spend 2 months right now learning two falsettos of Alegría, free, if you work on them correctly, with the time you will never forget. Maybe you will have to remember them on some way, okay, and get used to play them again. But if you spend 2 months working on those falsettas, it's going to be so difficult for you to forget them. For sure, if you don't play them in 1 year, you will forget. But what
yeah,
I say, if you spend 2 months, like tomorrow, and then, and then,
yeah,
maybe you, with the time, if you don't work on this falsetta, you have to improve your techniques of the falsetta. You have to improve the speed. But
yeah,
to forget, it's not going to be easy. Okay. So I think that you are right now doing correctly. So it's like you are focusing on alegría. Pum, alegría. And let's work on the falsettas to make them be clear. Right stroke correctly, don't repeating fingers, a strong sound, secure of the sound, the clean movements, everything. And if it's clear, I think it's not easy to forget that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think. I think. So what could be a nice work for us that we can do on our lessons to make like a yeah like an structure of falsettas. For example, fandango, and decide which free falsettas are going to be your free fandango falsettas forever.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay, we choose them. Alegrías, and decide which free falsettas are going to be your free falsettas forever. Tangos, soleá, soleá por bulería. Like choose maybe 6 styles and work on those free falsettas. And it's going to be your only flamenco work, also accompany, because I know that you like and it's going to have you also. Okay? Combine like repertoire, but not use your repertoire to learn a solo piece. Learn free falsetto, but learn them perfectly.
yeah,
That
yeah,
I know that you have it clear, the sound, the fingering, the movements, everything clear, just to improve and increase the speed. But everything that you need could be to decide that. So decide, si decide tu árbol de falseta, like a falsetas tree. Es como, imagine like a family tree, no? I don't know, árbol genealógico, we say, like the grandfather, the sons, the kids, the nieces, or everything. Okay, let's make like a list of fandango, free falsetas, tangos, fandango, soleá, soleá por bulería, tango, bulería, like 6 styles. To start, it's enough, okay? Decidir 6 estilos y 3 falsetas de cada estilo. Once that we decide that, the goal could be to play each falsetta correctly. For example, if we start with Fandango and we decide three falsettas, the goal is going to be to play with the metronome correctly with the speed on 80, 70, which is not quick. But if you're not able to play that on rhythm, 100% is going to be correct. And it's
Yeah,
just to work on the
yeah,
speed. It's not
yeah.
to improve or to correct anything. Okay, so goal, objetivo.
Yeah, no, because I was doing the falsetto in C for the Allegria, and when I can do it great when it's 115, 118. As soon as I increase the speed, something is going wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's and then you're supposed to be up to 140, which is
So it takes time to improve like the speed. Also, I was talking with Michael a few days ago. No, don't be in a rush. It takes time.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Not just to. I'm going to be working on just on this falsetto to improve this, increase the speed. No, you increase the speed of your picado with the time. Not only the picado of the falsetto, it's the technique in general, which is going to be increasing with the time. No.
Yeah, it's like everything else. You practice slow, and then eventually you can play fast. I don't know where you start to play, boom, everything goes in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But it's funny. I had a guy who used to live. I believe it's a story. This guy used to live next door to the apartment Paco de Lucia
Oh my God.
in Manhattan, and Paco was playing was practicing or studying so slow that the guy said, "Oh, this guy is learning the guitar." Like he had no idea who he was, and when he had him in a record, how fast he could play, he said he cannot be the same person. So that's a lessons. It's like
Yeah.
uh, Paco de Lucia. He was playing so slow that it looked like a guitar beginner.
That's what I was doing last week with this falsetto. Eh? Now improvising. Sorry.
Yeah,
Like this, man. Because
yeah,
the first day I remember on Tuesday with my old strings, which are didn't sound anything and no mic, I tried to play the falsetto and it was awful. It's like it didn't work 100% because I didn't. I know taka 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 bang, taka taka taka, but I didn't know the finger, I didn't know the notes. I improvised 100%. After I changed the strings on the next day, I work on the falsetto in the morning and I work like this. It's not easy, okay? And the same thing, it's like that because of I say the goal, first of all, decide 6 styles and find 3 falsettas for each style. Once that we have a structure, the goal is to start with the first one and for with the three first of the first style. And our goal is not to play them on 140. Our goal is to play them on 80. If they work on 80, 70, it's just to increase the speed. And it's easy. If everything works on 80, on 60, on 70, and works correctly, fingering, positions, transitions, sound, strength, everything works on 70, then it's just to improve the speed with the time. As a mature, we say madurar, to make it more,
yeah.
so, but sometimes we are on 140 or 120 or 135, and we didn't work on a few things that are resting speed to us because of we didn't work on them when we were at 70 BPMs.
Yeah.
Also, all of you that came from classical style, I know that it's not easy because you practice classical stuff and you do free stroke, you do so many things that you don't have to do on flamenco, no? And if I was yourself, I think that I have to right now to play something doing free stroke, and it's like, oh my god, it's like I don't know how to do free stroke, no? So it's not easy to change the chip, of your mind and say
Yeah, yeah,
classical guitarist, flamenco guitarist, classical flamenco. Also, man, that's a mindly setup, no? Think about why are you playing, why you are playing, why you practice, for what reason. Just to enjoy yourself and just for let your family enjoy when you play and find the goal, okay? And it's going to give to you if to decide to practice classical and flamenco, more classical, more flamenco, or both of them. It's okay, okay? But that's another question that I always work for myself. Why I play? It's like, and right now I am at the moment in which, for example, the pandemic, and the COVID was like, oh my god. So I think that thanks of you during the COVID, all of you. I mean, I think I only know John on the COVID and maybe Giovanni. I think I don't remember now. No,
yeah, yeah.
Giovanni,
I think
Giovanni
I
was
was there.
after the COVID because I met yourself for the first New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, it was almost after the COVID. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. COVID was it's like okay, why I have to practice it if I have no shows? Like I was living with my father at these times, and my father was like a really strict person since I was a kid, like so strict. Mario, you have to practice 8 hours. Mario, you have to practice 6 hours. Mario, you have to practice 10 hours. Mario, you have to practice. Mario, you have to practice. But you have to study. And he was saying to me on the COVID, spending time at home for 6 months here, 4 months. Mario, you have to study. And I say, okay, I want to study. And after 1 month, I say, Pa, for what? So it's like, okay, I have to keep as a sport. I have to keep practicing to be nice and sound, and I cannot stop playing. No, but for what reason I have to spend 6 hours a day practicing? If I don't know when I'm going to be able to play a show again, I have no rehearsal. I have not to get ready a falsetta. I have not to get ready a music for a dancer. It's difficult, guys, to sit down and practice for no reason, just to practice.
yeah, but
Okay?
that's why I have a problem accompanying a singer because if I would have a singer, I would spend a forever with the singer. I will definitely get it the right way.
Yeah,
You know, it's not easy to.
I know, I know, I
There's
know.
no singer around right now. When I find one, I'll be happy.
No, so your only way is as I told you before, but it's not easy to reach with Alfonso and say, Alfonso, I'm going to see yourself once a month. I need that. And he's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be,
let me do that. Right now, he's in Europe and he's doing a lot of concerts, man. Right now,
I
it's
know, I
all
know,
over.
I know, I know, I know. I'm chat with himself. Nice guy. By the way, I was talking with him like a couple of months ago to do like when I go to New York in November, like do like a really pure recital, just singing and guitar, only that
Yeah,
on my November visit. It's not still confirmed. I will see, but I'm almost there. But I was on the idea to make like a really pure flamenco recital as a peña, guitar and singing. Now nothing else.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah,
Maybe two palmas, but I if I don't know like two palmas that works nice on the US, I prefer to just guitar and singing.
yeah,
So yeah, once I get back, it would be nice to work yourself and myself getting ready for his lessons.
yeah, yeah. I think it would be nice if you do a workshop or we do
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
singer and the dancer.
yeah,
Really, and it would be good. It would be good
yeah.
because there are some dancer and singer, but they want to get paid.
Yeah, that's it. No, you know what? For it's been crazy the houses, guys, because there is. I look for on the VR bow. Man,
Yeah,
it's freaking expensive.
yeah,
So
yeah.
much more than
But he was right. I think John Johnny was saying, it's best if you if you get your own apartment on your own,
Yeah,
and then maybe we can go to Christopher Street or somewhere
yeah,
to do the workshop, and then everybody go home.
yeah. I
So
think that's going. I
you
think
don't
that's
have
going
to
to be.
go crazy, you know.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the option. Yeah, because of I was looking for a house because I loved when we spent living together the first
Oh,
year.
that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, to spend all the day in the house. The thing of this house is that it was on the GFK. It's so far from the city, so it's difficult to get to Manhattan to see the show or to the workshop or to whatever. I was looking for something in New City, which is close also, and it's cheaper. I looking there also, because I like to spend the weekend together, living together from Thursday to Sunday. It's a nice opportunity to spend time together. Also because of I like it. It's like I
Hmm.
have time. I have the rest of the year to spend sleeping alone at an apartment. So if I go to New York City to meet all of you, I prefer to spend the weekend together. If there is not option, of course we will do what we made last time, to just renting the studio and spending the day together, and then each of you go home, or maybe you rent, for example, John, or if you don't want to go back at home because it's so far, you can rent an apartment on the city, and we spend the day together, and maybe also the night. Okay. So for me, like my goal is not the workshop. It's to spend the weekend with you. It's not an unusual workshop. For sure, we will learn. We will work on guitar, no? But the thing is to spend the day and see what happens. I will let you know. I'm almost there. I just finished the numbers. Also waiting for the studio, and also waiting instead of make the show, the student recital where we made last time. I'm trying to make it happen to make the recital on Alegría Sala Nacional on the official tabla.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it happen with Jorge Navarro. Let's see if we can make it. And that's it, guys. Okay. Okay, for Giovanni, just to make a resume, we're going to make on our next lesson decide like 6 styles, okay, and then find 3 falsetas of each style. Once that we know them, give a name for each falseta, like organize them on a structure. Our goal is to play each falseta on 70 with the metronome, because
Yeah.
once that everything is ready on 70 correctly, it's going to be easy to reach 140. We will start, for example, with Alegría, in which we're working right now. It's almost there. Then we can return with fandangos, soleá, tangos, and be able to practice on 60, 70 beat per minute each falseta. Because if it works on 70, it means that technically it's correct, the fingering is great, and everything works just to get it more quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense, Giovanni, for you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But well, that's what I was thinking to do on my own. But
I know, I know, I know. I
if
know that
we
you're
will do
working.
it together, that's, I mean, because as a matter of fact, I started to accompany the tango a little bit, the fandango, because like I say, I spend so much time in Alegría, and then
Yeah,
I forget the other style. Not forget, I don't forget, but you know, that's why when you play tablao, you all the time, you all the time active. When you play, you make a show, you're always active. When you play on your own, it's not the same thing.
yeah. I'm going to write down here on your structure, on your routine, that once that we decide the falsetas, think about the technique that each falseta use to also be rich not just on falsetas, also on techniques used to make.
Yeah.
Okay. La falseta para hacer give me to think about the technique that each falseta use to have an inspiration. Yeah. That's it. And one goal could be one lesson with Alfonso a month.
Next week you available, right, for one-on-one
Sorry?
the lessons next week?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I will send you the link. It's like could be nice. A nice way to work with Alfonso could be he sent to me to us the letras that he are going to sing on the lesson with you. I teach you them, we work on them, and then record yourself accompanying himself on the live lesson, on the in-person lesson.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And with those videos, we work and to add extra details to make it more pro.
Yeah.
Nothing else, Giovanni, man?
No, no. I do exactly like when I do let's say this week I had a little problem with the not little problem, but I tried to play the tremolo, and I saw that I was weak, so I focus on the tremolo slowly, things like this, like you were saying before,
Okay,
you know,
let me write it down.
the rascale. Sometimes I get weak, so I practice again with the metronome. It's
Okay, rasgueo and tremolo, right? Okay. Okay, so decide six styles, then three falsettos per style, and the goal would be to be able to play all of them on 70. And think about once that when we decide the falsettas, also think about the techniques to have like variations of techniques and falsettas at the same time.
yeah.
One lesson with Alfonso a month, and like a notation of working on extra help with tremolo and rasgueo. Okay,
So I'm gonna make some recording and send it to you. Then we take it from there.
would be great.
Because I know there is the falsetta from the Allegria with of Savigas, the tremolo, which is very nice, simple but nice.
Great. Okay, guys, that's it. Armando joined the lesson at the beginning, but he finally didn't stay. Let me see if he said something. Yeah, he said that he's going to come back. Any question, guys? Any difficulty that you have with something extra?
The only thing I would like to know is the Manolo guy. What's his last name?
Manolo Sanlúcar.
San Luca.
Oh, you took a lesson from Manolo Sanluca?
Yeah, you
No, no, he
Oh
did.
no, I'm talking about Mario.
Yeah, at Mario.
Yeah.
he used to give every summer on the guitar festival in Cordoba, all summers, he used to make a workshop there for a full week. So nice. But last year's were so difficult to just listen himself because he was crazy, like thinking in clouds, en las nubes.
Wow, that's too bad.
Mario, I'm gonna send you the recording of Antonio Rey. The workshop that we did in the city.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Did you get it yet? No, you don't have it, right?
I don't think so.
Because he doesn't believe in video. He just recorded.
Okay,
I'm gonna send it to you. It's pretty.
I
pretty
know.
fascinated.
Yeah, I know. I know that Santi told me that he didn't give allow yourself to record, right?
No, 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 no. Not even to tune the guitar. But the problem with him is during the show he spent half an hour tuning his guitar, except playing. You know, he doesn't believe in tuning with the tuner, but
Yeah,
he spent too much time trying to tune the guitar.
yeah.
That's crazy also.
Yeah, he's a difficult. I don't know himself. Before he was more or less like how famous. He's not so famous, but into flamenco's environment, he's one of the right now one of the most important artists right now. But people say that he's not an easy person. So many people say that he's not an easy person. Um, I don't know why. I don't know why. I've never spent time with himself. But it's like right now, any person that I know, I never hear before that he's a really nice guy. Never hear before. I, maybe he's not bad for sure, but maybe he's like a difficult. You know what I mean?
Everybody got different. I used to have a classical guitar teacher, David Starobin, and uh, my young age. And then I met somebody who got a master with him, and he said to me, "Oh my God, he's the worst. He's the worst person ever." And I'm going like, I didn't have that experience with him, you know.
Yeah,
So everybody's different.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And the point of view since you see something is different from the other person. No? So it's true.
Exactly.
Okay, guys. So let's make a resume of everything. Austin, warming up exercises and gigs.
Yes, sir.
Work on the spider one. Okay, to correct the position of your left hand. I will send you arpeggio falsetta, picado thumb, and tremolo falsetta. Okay. As Giovanni, the goal for those one. Uy, the goal for the falsettas is not to play quick, it's to play on 60. Okay? On 60 BPMs. Because it's going to be how to work on techniques, not repertoire. Okay? Your repertoire will be gigs, harmony sequences, and everything. But those falsettas will improve your repertoire, but our goal is to improve our techniques with them. Okay? And then, man, as I told you, if I watch yourself, have a look. If I were yourself, tomorrow on my gig, I will try one of the um, loops that I sent to you, and let's see what happens. Just one, not all of them. Just one, and let's see. Let's see. If they don't pay yourself because of it sounds bad, your next month for you will be free on lesson with myself. Okay, but try that and let's see what happens. If they say, man, it doesn't work, you won't be
Ya
paid.
te ha pasado, chico.
I'll throw tomatoes at you.
Nice. Okay, that's for Austin, John Hanrock. Okay, warming up with instead of with technique exercises, warming up with falsettas. Okay,
Mhm.
two arpeggio, two picado, two thumb, and one rasgueo. You can play all of them every day or half of them each day. Okay, and combine them. Depends on your time. Second, the spider exercise, not to situate because it's nice, is to open your fingers. Okay, using the capo on the 4th, 5th, 3. With the time, maybe you will be using more close to the head of the guitar with capo. And as same with the rest of the guys, the goal of the warming up is not to play quick, it's to play on 60. Okay? Goal, play on 60. So warming up with falsetas. The second step, spider exercises to open your fingers with the capo. And the third, the repertoire. Okay, remember to enjoy that, man. Okay, you are working on something that's not easy. I'm going to notation for myself. I'm going to record my own version, how to explain the video that Jose Ignacio sent to you. Okay, just in case I can help you a little bit. Okay, just to situate the guys. John is also with another teacher from Jerez, Jose Ignacio Franco, really nice guitarist. He's taking some lessons and learning bulerías por arriba, bulerías on E flamenco. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, it's not easy. No, grabar, I'm going to explain. Grabar mi explicación de la bolería de José Ignacio. Great. Johnny B.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, warming up like with arpeggio only with the right hand and rasgueo only with the right hand. Okay. Next week we're going to be working with the metronome to see how to use it with the two exercises, arpeggio and rasgueo.
Okay.
On the second step, soleá work you are working right now. First of all, go each falseta by falseta, and once that you practice all of them, try to play all of them together.
Okay.
Once that you finish every day, record yourself 3 times. That's it.
Very good.
Okay. And you, on our next lesson, we're going to decide. I'm going to write it down on our conversation. Oh. Goals. 6 styles. Per style. Play each of them on 70 BPM. There we have. So Giovanni, so decide 6 styles, then 3 falsetta per style, and the goal is to play them correctly on 60, 70, just to improve the speed after that. And think about different falsettas by using different techniques to make like a nice variation of all of them. And one lesson with Alfonso a month. That's a nice point with you. And work on tremolo and rasgueo as a more weak technique for you. That's it, guys. I will create like a nice paper design for you, okay? And you can print them and have them at home.
Very good.
And that's it.
Thanks, Mario. Thanks, guys. It was an excellent
That's
exercise.
nice. Almost 3 hours, right? Yeah, that's it. Nice.
Ex
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah, let me know tomorrow on the
guys,
group.
thank
Let me know tomorrow on the group, on this group, okay, Agustin, on the group of the workshop, of today's workshop. Let me know how it goes. Try one loop, man. Try. It's like
Okay. It's it'll probably be on Monday that I'll have to let you know because I'll be working all day tomorrow. So
okay.
yeah, I'll finish until like
But
9 at night.
also, start working. Maybe you can try that at home instead of the show tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
With your headphones, play the loop that they send
Yeah.
to you and try. But you know what happens sometimes.
I still must say that I need a pattern for the rhythm. I know what you're saying. I know I have a lot of rhythm things going on, but when I have just like in Bulería, how there's patterns. There's
When you say
patterns.
father, you say, just to know if I understand yourself correctly.
Like,
When you say father, you mean that you need like the rhythm feeling, right? To don't
yeah,
get compass.
like what's the pat like what's the pattern like thumb stroke, pop, pop, thumb stroke, you know what I mean? Like there's a pattern to different rhythms to make it sound to give it that sound like those are different patterns that that people have. Like, so what pattern do you use? And then from there, yeah, I can create my own, but it's just that sound that you have, that's I mean, I think the guys will agree that's smooth
Very.
because
I know.
it's like it's hypnotizing.
Yeah.
It has a certain like vibe to it
Mhm.
that where you there's space for improvisation. There's space for creating. When I try to do rhythm and like melody, I don't. Something happens. It doesn't happen as estoy tirando me a la piscina, pero
It's difficult, man, to think on chords and try to make melody at the same time that you think on chords.
yeah.
It's so difficult. So I'm not able to that. I can make like a variation, no? Like
Yeah, but it literally sounded like you were playing the chords when you were playing the scales. Because yeah, I know you were hitting the chord notes,
you know.
but guys, didn't it sound like he had looped himself? It sounded
Yes.
just like just so smooth because it was like timed perfectly. And that maybe that's something that I'm missing. But if when I have patterns, I'm like, oh, I feel it.
Also, you know what? And once that that's because try maybe at home at the beginning. But what you're going to identify when you don't have to make the chord, you have time to identify where you are on the rhythm.
Yeah.
You are not in a rush to make notes. It's like, then I'm going to use the same pattern. No?
You would do it without the rhythm first. Do it like you were doing it literally just you played first and just did it.
That's it. I know what you mean. I know that maybe because of I have the rhythm more inside, and I memorize. But now I'm not following any chord progression. I'm improvising.
Yeah.
I don't know what. No.
But the first one when you did the chord progression, you literally played the chord progression, you played the progression, and you were just putting notes in between it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
You mean that, right?
yes.
I know what you mean. But also, okay, let's agree that okay, I'm doing some not notes. I'm feeling with but double A L feeling to feel. Okay, I'm
Okay.
feeling it with not melody details just to feel it. That no.
Uh,
But I don't want you to focus on how to get this feeling, not feel, to feel, no, it's like feeling,
Yeah,
get the
yeah.
feeling, get the groove. I prefer you to, instead of spend time getting that, because I also get those those sequences after I spend so many years practicing. So
Okay.
it's easier for me to learn those techniques once that I have, thanks to techniques, no?
Mhm.
I can record you those sequences also, like those,
Yeah.
I can record them to you. But the thing is that if you have the corporation behind yourself, You spend time just to situate yourself. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. I'm not improvising. I'm doing the scale. It's like, man, it feels nice. This is like for the people that are having dinner. It's like they are having dinner, relax, and you are practicing the freaking A major scale while you are working and being paid,
Yeah.
and you are internalizing the rhythm because take your time to identify when do you feel that you are going to do. I know what you mean. Maybe I think that you're saying that you need still the rhythm to situate where on the rhythm yourself on the rhythm, right? Okay, so try to make, for example, what I made on this loop. I exactly record you the chords, and
Okay.
then I record you. So to record the loop is not just to record the chords. You can then record like a tap guitar, which gives to you the rhythm. And I think that in watching in one of I think on this one, the rumba one, I record the tap guitar twice.
Okay.
So you have the chord sequence, and then you record a second and a third track of
Okay.
which gives to
Let me
you.
just add one thing. Let me just say one thing. Like what like although I play with the loop station, there are times when I don't use it at all and I'm just using the rhythm that I'm making up and filling in because it gives like so we have this thing like people hear like oh he's using the loop station, right? But then you don't use the loop station. Say, oh, he's really good because he's using the loop station when he wants to, but he's also making that sound on his own. And I love when I don't like. There are times when I don't I don't have opportunity to use my loop station, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna make this vibe. And so I want to be able to like I don't want to be doing this. I just want to be like pop 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 dot dot. That's what I'm getting at. It's like that's what that's what I want more than anything. I know I need the melody to be able to create the music, but for me, and I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but rhythm drives me. Like rhythm is what makes like
Also, also
it
for me.
makes
So maybe
yeah.
we have to take care to get a really big importance to rhythm on your loop recordings.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe that's the reason because of you have to record the loops at home
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
arrive there to the loops recorded already recorded. And as I told you,
Yeah.
you record, you find a Bésame mucho. Bésame, bésame mucho. No digas and you record the full loop, and then you record on the second track on the loop the rhythm pattern, which is given
Yeah.
to you, and maybe then you can record a palmas.
Yeah.
Bésame,
Yeah.
bésame mucho, and
Okay.
you have on the same loop, you have the guitar, two tap guitars, and one palmas, and
Okay.
you are having the rhythm with yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
That's good. Yeah.
it's like you remember this moment. after then in 2 months, 6 months, or 1 month, it's like, Mario, I'm having much fun than never before, just
Yeah.
improvising on 30 minutes on the same freaking corporation.
Yeah.
The same, you know what is to Spain? I have all the corporations that I record live, they repeat them until I stop with the pedal, no? But
Right.
when I paste, for example, the 4 ones that I sent to you, when I
Uh-huh.
paste them already created, they finish when they finish, no?
Okay.
Okay. So, just been practicing and improvising around the same corporation, and there is going to be a moment in which you are really inside, and you are improvising, and you say, "Oh my God, I spent 26 minutes because the loop stops without the pedal." So it means that I
Right.
spend the full loop improvising, and the full loop is 26 minutes, 20 minutes.
Right. Okay.
And it's not boring for the people, and it's not
Right.
boring for sure for yourself.
Right. All right.
Uh, and people don't think about he's doing the chords, he's doing the loop, he's doing the. People are saying, "Oh my God, this guy is don't stop playing." And also it's more easier for us because it's not easy to spend 3 hours playing, man. It's so
Yeah.
hard for us
Yeah.
with no
Oh, I know.
back loop. So the reason if I'm playing that and I'm playing maybe 20 notes per minute, 2, 4, 6 notes, 9, 12, 15. I play how many? 25 notes. I don't play more than 30 notes in three
Yeah.
different sequences. So in this way, it's so easy to spend playing 3 hours. For example, sometimes when I'm going to a wedding for playing to a wedding, the people the wife and the husband say, "Hey, Mario, no, but for the cocktail you can spend like it's 2 hours, but you can stop and have a break." I say them, "Don't worry, I will spend all the time playing." And they say, "Oh my God, Mario, that's because of he's so expensive. That's it. He spent it for 2 hours playing." And man, it's not true. I don't spend 2 hours playing. I spend 2 hours giving an environment of music, but not playing like, okay, I play some Farruka sometimes, or
Right.
sometimes I spend like 50 minutes playing just myself, and I make a
Yeah.
mix of Farruka, Malagueña, Soleá, and Milonga.
Yeah.
Okay, and I mix different styles on 20 minutes, no? And I play like real guitar with no loops, or maybe the palmas only.
Yeah.
But for when you get used to the loop, man, and sometimes when I plug, I have it here, by the way. When I plug in at home, sometimes it's 3 a.m. in the morning. It's like, oh my God, I want to stop. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to get out from the apartment. So yeah, start doing that, man. And it's like,
Okay.
start doing practicing that maybe at home, but tomorrow on the show, you have
Okay.
so much experience on gigs and shows, and deal with it.
Okay.
Play the freaking loop, the one on A major, or maybe the Entre Dos Aguas one,
Okay.
the key that it's more usual for you, the one that
Okay.
you more like. Play the loop and say, "I don't going to stop the loop until it finished. 20 minutes. Let's see what happens."
Okay.
It's just 20 minutes of 3 hours, man. You're going to spend playing 3 hours, just 20 minutes, only 20.
All right.
And let's see. And let's see. Okay, guys, that's it.
Hey,
Nice.
thanks, guys.
I will
Okay.
send you I will upload the recording today of each of you, and I will create like a PDF in which I tell to each of you like your structure. Okay,
Very good.
Thanks, Mario.
guys,
Thanks,
nice
Uh,
to
guys.
see you. Have a nice
thanks,
weekend. Nice to
Mario.
see
Austin,
you. See
Giovanni,
you soon.
John, take
Bye,
Hey,
care.
guys.
Austin, I'm gonna ask you if
So
you
I'm going
improvise.
to I'm going to make a video. 1 second. Hey guys, we already finished right now a 3 hour workshop. We start on my 5 p.m. It's 8 p.m. here. We create like a special side routine for each of them. That's Austin routine, John, Johnny B, and Giovanni. I will make it on PDF and some more beautiful than that, and I will send that to them.
All right.
Try to don't lose those opportunities next time because we spend like 3 hours having much fun, and I think that we learn, all of us, also myself, learn so many things. That's it. How do you like, guys? How do you feel that? Let's record also.
Awesome.
Great,
Awesome.
man.
Super.
I'm ecstatic.
Great.
Yes. I'm gonna ask you on Tuesday, how did it go with your improvisation?
That's it. You know, also, you know what? Also last week, sometimes we have to make, how do you say when you hire, cuando tú contratas a alguien, John, tú haces un contrato de trabajo, ¿no?
Mhm.
Contract.
Contract, that's it.
Sí.
Sometimes it's nice to do contracts on our environment to get some goals. Okay?
Hmm.
I'm a so bad person on financials. Okay? Awful. Awful. That's maybe one of the things that didn't make me grow up more at the academy on the last years. Okay? So, and like 2 months ago, one month and a half, I say, Amen. It's like I'm helping the guys. I'm having much fun with all of them. It's like the only reason because of I'm not getting more students to share with them what I do to make them more happy and play better and enjoy the process is because of I'm not being organized on my financials. And so for the last 1 month and a half, my mother came here. No, I came to my Tandujar to where I was born.